my yarny friends, I'm Sara Sach, and welcome back to another edition of Where's Sara this week? I know I wasn't going to do one of these this week, but I got this idea that, I hadn't been to Goodwill in a while, and I wanted to see if I could find any great bargains. Now, I go to Goodwill often, a couple times a month, because I collect Frankoma Pottery that's made in Sapulpa, Oklahoma. I also collect precious moments that are made in Missouri. And then I also collect things that are painted or made by the Thomas Kincade. And those are some of the things I collect. Yes, I have a collecting nature. You can tell by all the yarn behind me. So anyway, I have purchased yarn and supplies at Goodwill's before, but I'm extremely picky. And I don't like to buy like undergarments or bathing suits or shoes, things like that. But I have found some really neat games and puzzles that I use with my grandkids. And I have on occasion found some yarn and craft supplies. And so I thought I would show you the things that I found. Now, I went to the Goodwill in Mustang, Oklahoma, which is a really nice little Goodwill. And then I also went to the Goodwill in Yukon. That is it's a little bit bigger, but it seems like it gets picked over more. And so I don't find as many bargains at that one as I do the one in Mustang. But I do really like both of them. I have found some really fun jean jackets at both places. And when I buy clothing, I always wash it before I wear it. So that's why I'm really picky about yarns, because you don't really want to wash them before you use them. Some of them you can, and you can put them in a zip type laundry bag and wash them on gentle. But I haven't had really good results with that myself. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. All right, let me show you what I found when I went shopping at Goodwill. All right, so let me kind of explain the things that I picked up. One of the things that I picked up was some of this loopet yarn. And I was thinking about getting some. Each one of them cost 99 cents. It's a gray and a white. And I have one also, I believe it's in a yellow. But my granddaughter is in a group called Heritage Girls, and they earn badges. It's kind of like Girl Scouts. And one of them is yarn crafts or knitting, and this would be perfect for her. And so I thought this was a really good bargain. It's very clean and tidy, and there were just these two, so that's something that I got a good bargain. Okay, I also found this is Patton's lace. It's a very thin, let me see, this is a number 2 fine Patton's lace. You can see it has the Hobby Lobby sticker and a sale on it. So whoever got this for $3.89. I got it for 99 cents. Beautiful. Patton's lace. This would make a gorgeous, lightweight, like a shawlette or a scarf. All right, I also found this. This is Moonlight Mohair. Isn't that pretty? It's got a sparkle going through it. Wouldn't that be a lovely little shawlette or scarf? This one was also 99 cents. Great. When they have the label intact, they're in great shape. I feel around with them and make sure there's not any bed bugs. I had a bad experience. Somebody gave me some beautiful yarn, and when I started working with it, it had bed bugs in it. And someone said, put it in a Ziploc bag. Well, these were huge skeins. And so I put them in a big trash bag, stuck them in my outside freezer, because I have a dump freezer, to kill them off. But then I just got to thinking, I'm not working with this stuff. And I ended up asking the lady, do you want it back? Because I'm not going to be able to use it. And she said, no, just throw it away. And so I did. I hated throwing it away, but it had bed bugs, and I was not bringing that into my house. Okay. The other thing I found was this gorgeous yarn. And these are sealed in packages. Each one of these packages of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is $1.99. There's my Goodwill label. And I got 2 of these bright pink ones. And then I got lime green with 3 more lime greens. And then they had 3 of the little bit darker green. You can see the difference here. Now, this is all in Japanese from what I can see. I'm not an expert, so it might be Chinese, or I don't know. Maybe some of you can let me know if that is Chinese or Japanese. It doesn't matter. It's absolutely gorgeous yarn. The weight of it is like smaller than a 1, so it's probably a 0 fine, super fine, like we are. And so what I'm going to do with it is I'm probably going to put 3 strands together to make it about like a 4 or a 3. And then I'm going to make some really fun spring things. I'm very excited about this yarn because I've got 10 pink ones. I've got 8 of the light green and 3 of the darker green. Okay, and those are some really great bargains from Goodwill. Now, I wanted to show you this tin because I do like Thomas Kincade, Painter of Light. It's very shiny. There we go. This here, and I believe it had milk chocolate peanut caramel clusters in it. Whoever used it for that, they probably ate the caramels. I got this for 99 cents. Well, I picked it up and I noticed it was noisy. And so, let me show you what's inside. It has buttons, safety pins, all kinds of like D-rings, and these metal rings, and just all kinds of things. Oh, here's some interesting clips. It's just all kinds of fun things, some really beautiful buttons. It looks like there's some homemade wooden ones in here. And I'm real excited about this because you know I love buttons. And there's all kinds of fun things. There's even some corsage pins in here. And so someone used this tin for their collection of crochet items. And so I love that. And I think this is a wonderful find for 99 cents. All right. So that's where I was this week. Go and check out your local Goodwills. Don't be afraid to go to Goodwill or Salvation Army. We don't have a Salvation Army here that's very close. I need to figure out where it's at because I went to the Salvation Army all the time when we lived up in Colorado in Parker. The Goodwill there was huge, and so was the Salvation Army, and I found good things there as well. And so, yeah, go ahead and check it out. Just check when you're buying yarn. Take the time to really mess with it, feel it, make sure there isn't anything in it that's going to bug you. And I realize I don't know what the yarn is made out of, but to me it feels like acrylic. I can tell it's not wool. And so I really would like some information on this yarn. If any of you know, it's called Sunflower, and it says high class knitting yarn on it, but everything else is either in. I'm not very good with languages. I'll just be honest with you. My brain, I can hardly speak English sometimes, okay? So I would really love information on this. My husband and I did some searching on it last night, trying to find out what the company is and who makes it so we could get some information as to where it's made. But I don't really care where it's made. It's absolutely gorgeous yarn. Okay, and so anyway, I said all that to say this. Go ahead and check out your local Goodwills. You can find a lot of neat things, and you never know what you're going to find. You just never do. I'm a little bit picky, like I said, and so I'm not going to bring something into my home that I think might not, be clean or worth it. But if you can, even this tin itself is worth 99 cents to me, let alone all the fun stuff that's inside. And that, to me, that's like a surprise, you know? So anyway, that's where I was this week. I had a really good time going to both Goodwills, and I hope you'll do the same. Remember, Goodwill does a lot of good for a lot of special needs people, and I see them in there. I love talking with them. And my goal when I go into a Goodwill is to try to connect with some of the people in there and just let them know they're doing a good job, smile at them, tell them to have a great day, and, just be an encouragement to them as well. Okay? So, twofold. So, having said all of that, go to your local Goodwills and see what treasures that you can find. I'll see you next week for another edition of Where is Sara This Week?